Sandra Lowry here. I am a premier leader of the Dark Side Divas, and I'm here today to talk to you about how I do an in-home party. So the first thing I do when I'm going to have an in-home party is I will make an event on Facebook so that the hostess can invite her guests. Everybody knows what time it is, and they know what we're going to be doing. And they can RSVP in that group, and you can kind of get a head count on how many people are going to come so that you can be prepared. I will use this event to kind of tease about the party a little bit without sharing too much information because you want them to actually come to the event. I will post a selfie with a mask and say, learn more about this mask at Shelly's party. Can't wait to see you Saturday. Then 2 days before the party actually is scheduled to start, I will post a game in the party, something simple. You don't want to make them have to do a lot of work. I typically do a guess how many game, and then I will tell them the winner will be announced at Shelly's party on Saturday. You must be present to win. So, the day of the actual event, I try to arrive at the hostess's house 15 to 30 minutes in advance so I can set up my table and get all my stations ready. I will put a chunk sample at the approved bathroom from the hostess, so I'll put it on the bathroom sink so that they're using Posh products throughout the entire party. I will also put a chunk sample at the hostess's kitchen sink because that's also a place where people are going to be washing their hands, and you want to be able to expose people to Posh as much as you can. So I definitely place soap at all approved sinks. I set up my table that has my display with my products. I don't bring every single thing that I have, but I do bring things that I plan on using at the event, and I will bring some body butters. I feel like if you have way too many products, then it gets a little overwhelming and people don't know where to start. So, it's time for the party, and your guests are coming in. I make sure to greet everyone and to introduce myself as they're coming through the door. You want to start building these relationships as soon as you come in contact with these people. You want them to trust you, to be able to come to you and ask you questions about your products, and to maybe ask you what is best for their dry skin or maybe for their sunspots or whatever. We know how it is as women. We maybe aren't the best at talking about our flaws, so you really want to start making these people feel comfortable with you as soon as they come through the door. So once all of the guests have arrived, I will stand in front of the table and I will introduce myself. I will tell them how I know the hostess, and then I will talk a little bit about the basics of Posh. So we all know what that is. I don't need to get into details with that, but I do want to say that you don't want to information overload when you're doing these parties. People will learn more throughout the event while you're mingling around and talking with people. You don't want to stand up there and overload them with product information or overload them with ingredients information or those kinds of things. People are ready to dig in and get into the product, so keep it short and sweet. You have plenty of time to highlight different products as you're mingling around the party. So when I do an in-home party, I do a facials and mani party. Not everyone is going to want to do a facial. Not everyone likes to take their makeup off, especially if they have plans after the party. So you do want to have alternative things for people to use. So what I typically do is I will break the party up into groups, and we will have some that will go and do their facials, and I will help them to pick the products that they're interested in or that are the best for their skin type. And they go on and do their facials, and then we have people set up at an additional sink, typically the kitchen sink, where they can use our Posh chunk to wash their hands and then scrub with one of our great body scrubs, and then they can come back to the table and pick one of the hand cream samples or a body butter sample that I have available. That way they're getting to try some products, but it's not in a super overwhelming, pushy kind of way. So while this is happening, I try to make a point to mingle around. Everyone has a catalog. I try to make sure that I'm answering any questions, making product suggestions, and just kind of getting to know people. So once all of the fun product diving in has happened, typically people are whipping out their phones and they're already kind of placing orders, but I do make a point to say, I have my laptop over here. When you're ready to place your order, just let me know if you need any help. And I have the party already pulled up, so all they have to do is go over and take a look at the laptop. Of course, I'm going to stand by the laptop for any questions or any help that they need, help them get signed up for perks, whatever needs to happen. You definitely want to be a support through the entire process. So once all that is done and over with, then I will play a fun game. So everyone has a catalog that they're going to take home, and this is a good way to get people really digging into that catalog. So I will bring a whiteboard and I will number all my guests, and then I will just start picking stuff up off of my table. So what they're going to do is they're going to flip through the catalog, they're going to find the item, so whoever gets the item first, me, they get a point. So the person at the end of the event who has the most points from that game is going to win a product from me. So it doesn't have to be something that breaks the bank. It can be some fizzy, it can be a big fat yummy hand cream that's retired that you got at discount, just some kind of prize to encourage them to possibly book a party with you. So that's another thing that you want to make sure that you do towards the end of the party. Once all the fun is over, you definitely want to share the opportunity. You never know who your next teammate is going to be and where you're going to find them from. So I definitely share a little bit about my journey with Posh and how it has made such a difference and how I really like having all of these parties and getting to meet new people. And I'll also ask if anybody would be interested in hosting a party of their own. This way, you can not only have immediate sales and income and connections from your in-home party, but you also have potential to grow your team and grow your customer base, and they've had a lot of fun, so they're more likely to book with you when they're already super excited about the products and about the experience. So, if you have any questions after you've watched this video, you can stick them in the comments below and I will gladly help. That's it for me. You all have a great day.